Good day and welcome. Little bonus. I wanted to kind of compare American Truck because I hadn't played it in a bit since I got into Euro Truck, and I thought I'd give her a go just to see, how it compared and if there's a noticeable difference kind of thing with all the upgrades because they upgraded the 1.4 thing here as well. So I don't know. Just thought I'd give her a go and see. I'll probably play a few hours and then take a break and then come back later this evening at my normal time. So hey Joey, how are you? A bonus, a little bit extra playing today. And I wanted to see what the differences were between the games really. Like I said, haven't gotten used to how how I've been playing Euro Truck and seeing how they compared. There's a new DLC coming out tomorrow for Euro Truck, so that's pretty interesting. They're gonna add a couple countries there, so that's pretty interesting. That sounds alright. A couple countries there, so that's pretty interesting. Anyway, let's play for a bit. Then, like I said, I'll take a break after a while and go eat my dinner later or something, But we'll try. Notice it put me back to home base here in this game, so because of the update, I guess. I got the same radio. Run random. There we go. John, thank you for liking, and Joey, thank you for liking and sharing. So yeah, so we'll do this, and then I may very well jump back to Euro Truck after supper, kind of thing. But for now, let's check it out. I got this truck. It's mid-grade. I'm only level 16 here. Well, I got some money. I don't know. Let's check around here and see what kind of garage purchase is grayed out because you have to buy them in person. I don't have any drivers yet, but I think almost like I should. See, what do we got here? Kenworth, Western Star. I don't even know what the good trucks are, to be honest. Lots of Western Star dealers, in Kenworth. Volvo. So that's what my garage looks like. Can't buy garages, you have to go to them. Or wait, you can go to this garage manager. How much does it cost to upgrade them anyway? Oh, it's about the same price as everything in the other game. That's interesting. Did you take your sleep? Yeah, it's like 2:30 in the afternoon. Andrew Track for Nord. This is just a different game though, God. I was just doing a little bonus, couple hours here. I wanted to see how American Truck compared to Euro Truck, just out of curiosity. I'm a bit lower level in this. So I was just kind of curious how it compared, really. But let's drive something and see here. Origin. Let's switch to price per distance. There's a mulcher that needs hauling. $37 a kilometer. All the way up to Oregon. So we'll give that one a go. I better turn on the lights. I assume the commands are the same, to be honest. I think the engine could use a little bit going down in the options here for audio. Truck engine volume. There. How long is the remaining game time? I don't think there's a limit to the game. The one thing is the trucks have a different nose. So it's like a little bit farther ahead. Hey, William. So I got a Mack truck here. Is this one? Kind of weird driving this after getting used to the Scania, you know. Steering wheel feels a little tighter though. Oh, I'm getting tired, crap. Didn't even think to look for that. World map. We'll find another job if we have to, but there's a sleeping spot right up there. Oh, gotta go over here. Whoa, crap. Oversteered that a bit. What's going on here? I think there's something different with the wheel setting. Options. Gameplay. Steering sensitive. Steering non-linearity. Wonder if I need to turn that down. I look handsome today. Yeah, I don't know what the heck. It like way oversteers here. Did I get a new haircut? Nope. Comb my hair. Something different on those controls here. I don't know. What's different? Adaptive automatic transition. I don't know what that even is. Steering sensitivity. Let's see what that does. Does reset to default? Maybe, eh? Oh crap, a sleeping violation. That feels a little closer. Different, eh? Sleeping violation. Yeah, if you drive a truck and you don't go to sleep within certain hours or whatever in your logbook, you will get in trouble. This seems a little closer to how the other one is set though now. There's a bed that we can sleep in. A little bit different, eh? Look at all the tickets. Can you turn off? You can turn off everything if you want to. Run the red lights. That police car doesn't care if there's a red light. Okay, how do I get in here? Oh, I gotta go back. Over here. All right. I need to stop. There we go. Get another sleeping violation. But it looks like I could pull in here and sleep. I don't know where the thing is. Maybe over here? Oh crap. I could have just slept right there. There we go, guys. We'll have to check the job market again. Oh, it expires in 13. We're okay still. Right, go off the sidewalk here, eh? Alright, we're set now. Let's try this job out. Get a comparison. Kind of weird because the truck is a lot different power than the truck I'm used to driving on Euro Truck. But I mean, it seems like a pretty similar game, of course. Abusing my character for the lack of sleep. Kind of weird though. You know, the lights on my steering wheel are a little different, so it almost feels like the force feedback's a little different too. You know, maybe it just doesn't adapt quite the same way. How's my gas? How's the gas up too, eh? The radio's playing. Excuse me. All right. So it's 36 kilometers for the pickup. Thank you for liking, Andrea. A little bit more resistance on the wheel now. There's a lot more feedback, eh? Lots of donut places in the States here, eh? Slightly different advertisements too. Now, if you're wondering where the list came from for the poll, I just looked up American things, and that's the things they said people connect with America. So, I don't know if that's actually the case. Alright, we're going to Oregon. Oregon Trail. You love your baseball? I'd say it's, you know, yeah, States has it connected with them, you know? Alright, we're bringing this mulcher thingy. Up to Oregon from LA. Definitely different how the trucks are organized, eh? There's way more, like, different appearance to the inside here. There's way more dash space and stuff different. Looks like too. Maybe it's just the brand. Hot dogs and everything else isn't a big deal. It might be, I don't know where the article is written, to be honest. It might have been just that where that person came from, that's how he perceived it too. Oh crap. Don't hit me, buddy. Phew. You can tell this truck has less horsepower than my other truck, though, in the other game. Alright. What kind of truck do you like in the American truck there, William? You voted Hollywood. I attempted to put Vegas in there too, but Vegas wasn't really high on their list. Little drift over here, eh? No, maybe this is how it was. New York City? That's a big one, eh? Statue of Liberty. I wonder what that thing on the top is. Kenworth Peterbilt is the fastest. Oh, Kenworth or the Peterbilt are. Oh, okay. Probably have to be level 25, I imagine, for all these top trucks too. I think I have it set on kilometers or something. Boy, the odd speed numbers. Because I think that, yeah, 65 is on the signs there. 55 for trucks. Bollywood for India. A little different scenery, eh? Zafrina, thank you for liking. Daryl, thank you for liking as well. Uh-oh, that truck's on fire. Guess I can go higher than 56, eh? The exchange is correct? Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, normally I'm at work at this time of the day, but I had a couple extra hours, so I just wanted to see how American Truck actually, because like I hadn't played American Truck in a bit, and I wanted to see how it compared to Euro Truck. You know, like how different did it feel and stuff like that. And I wanted to try it before that new DLC dropped. Although my steering wheel does feel a little tighter. Maybe it uses the driver slightly differently or something set differently, but the game itself appears to be pretty similar, you know? Andrea, thank you for sharing. But, you know, if I play Euro later, then we'll get a more direct comparison too, you know? Kind of interesting. The trucks are definitely a different shape, though. It's kind of weird that you know, the structure is that much different, but thank you for liking and following, much appreciated. The roads are wider in American, you figure? Yeah, there's some of those roads are really narrow, and especially in England it seemed, eh? And of course, the signs are all in English, which is different. That's why they gotta add Canada, you know, and Mexico. Give the other language signs. Although Canadian signs are, except for the Quebec area, are pretty English. Trucks need to be smaller in Europe for the tight spaces. Oh, okay. You're watching from China. Hong Kong, nice. Well, hello. Thank you for being here. And I'm in British Columbia, Canada. All right. This one thing about American Truck though is that, you know, I'm a little more familiar with that Washington area, but you know, the roads are a little bit different. There's definitely less traffic circles in the American one here, it seems. But yeah, that's kind of different. Everything's a little different. It's a nice shift in some ways too. Although the speed limits are way more odd because of that miles conversion, I think. I always found that when driving into the States too, to be honest. Alright. But we're getting places here. 1,300 kilometers to go. I guess we'll wind up probably sleeping at one point here. Can you imagine you pick up your trailer and then you take it off temporarily and then forget it somewhere? Fire Del, thank you for liking. We're just doing a little comparison here. This is the American Truck Simulator. You can bypass the oh yeah, there's weigh stations. I don't remember going. Well, they do weigh at some points in Euro Truck, but that's organized a little different too, eh? Got a Mack truck. All right. The gas stations, they look pretty similar. How's China? Feels like I got a really reef on the wheel compared though. Maybe a setting or something. I don't think in Euro Truck I had default settings on either. What I'll have to do sometimes take a photo, I think, and kind of compare to see what the sliders look like in each, you know? All right. I think got lots of wind turbines here too, eh? Am I afraid of COVID shots? No. Millions of people have had them already. You know, if they help, then man, that's good. They're figuring out our brightest, our best and our brightest are, you know, examining that stuff. There's some new report that went out there that was talking about some of the after effects of getting COVID. That's kind of more scary than anything the shot side effects are. You're afraid of the adverse reactions? Yeah, I don't know. I think you gotta. There's a lot of consequence to getting it too, so. I mean, it's your choice, of course, but, you know, it messes you up good if you get that COVID. Mark, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. What do you suggest? I don't know. I think that just like anything, they got to try to tackle it. Get as many people the shot as are willing to take it. We're really slow here in my province, but hopefully soon, you know. You'll probably need to have it anyway, because there'll be so many companies. Probably will want you to show certification that you've taken it. Otherwise, you'll be quarantining everywhere, you know. If you go on vacation somewhere or something. Like just like how you know, if you go to certain countries right now, they want you to take, you know, malaria shots or whatever, you know, the stuff that you don't get other problems, you know. The last thing you want to do is, you know, be vacationing in some other country and then wind up in the hospital for a week or two, you know. Depending on where you're going, of course, but well, I don't think you want to be in the hospital anyway. Yeah, it's funny, you get used to driving one way. And then the other game had slightly different settings. And then it's like getting used to that. Marvin, thank you for following. Power, thank you for liking. Can't decide yet? Well, look up the side effects of getting COVID. And then look up the side effects of possible side effects for the shots, and then weigh it out which one you think is better for you, I guess. Do you have any allergies? Like, have you ever had normal like flu shots or anything? Because that's kind of all the same things that most people react to, is those things. Scott, thank you for sharing. William, thank you for liking. So I would think that'd be probably a good way to analyze it, you know. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor or whatever. I asked my doctor about it. He said, take the shot. But if you have a history of allergies or whatever, make sure you consult with your doctor first. You know, make sure the pharmacist knows. Because most of the bad reactions have been, you know, people didn't realize they had an allergy or maybe didn't report it. Hey, Andrew. Yeah, they suggested to take the shot as soon as the opportunity came up. I'm just doing a little bonus. I wanted to compare American Truck Simulator to Euro, just to see how much different they felt, you know, as I had gotten more into Euro lately and hadn't played American Truck for a long time. So it's kind of a little different. Very, very similar, of course. I mean, it's the same company and stuff like that. Then I'll take a break at supper time and come back at my normal time. What's the difference? One's in America, one's in Europe. The trucks are different because they're long noses in the States. Wider roads. There's definitely wider roads in the States. Well, they say everything's bigger and... Oh, that's Texas. Texas deals is coming though. Looks like they've upgraded the graphics for both, so... Long noses? Well, if you look at the truck here, you see how over there it's not right against the glass, essentially. And then in Euro Truck, you know, that it's flat. There, it all lines up. So these trucks here have a nose, they call it. So it's a little different. Yeah, I'm on that vacation right now. I got the week off, so got a little more time. Sleeping in. Maybe playing a little extra games here and there, you know. Watch some movies once in a while. I watched that Blockbuster documentary recently. That was pretty interesting. Called The Last Blockbuster on Netflix. Why isn't it setting the thing? There, is that? The US has the long noses on the trucks. When I play Euro Truck next, watch the front of the truck. And you'll see what I mean. Like the dashboard's a little different and stuff, like the shape and the hood, the engine's underneath the driver or something, I guess. I don't know. In the European trucks, whereas the engine's in front on the American trucks. But yeah, you can see when the trucks go by, right? They're not flat. The US has wider roads, it looks like. So I don't know, it's kind of interesting seeing the subtle differences between the games, because you know I've got like 2 or 3 times the amount of time in on Euro Truck than I do American Truck. I'm like level 31 now on Euro Truck, and I'm like level 16 here. And I don't even have any drivers or extra garages yet here. So, you know, it'll be good to expand the empire on both sides of the pond. And there's way stations and stuff like that, and of course there's no borders. Go car. What you doing, dude? Can I sneak past this? Let's see if we mess ourselves up. I don't think I can. Sure they appreciate that, eh? Who has more good maps? I think it probably just depends on where you want to go, you know? The States has a lot of diverse geography. So, I mean, you know, and Europe has a lot of diverse geography, so. And, you know, the States is a fairly big country, so. And eventually, if they add Canada and Mexico, I mean, they got a lot of area to cover. Can I get past this dude? See, this shoulder, I can probably sneak past all these guys. Oh, not quite. Oh. Oh, I clipped somebody for 900 bucks, Alex. Europe one has a lot of countries in a similar region, but America is bigger as a country. Yeah. There is some states that are bigger than European countries. You know. I'm drifting all over, eh? You bypassed the accident like I did. Cost me 900 bucks. Oh, I gotta wait. You don't have that in Euro Truck. Canada has weigh stations too. Be more careful next time. Your vehicle's not in perfect technical condition. Luxembourg is as big as a city in California. I think I gotta go for repairs when I get a chance, eh? Europe is bigger. I imagine Europe is bigger. I don't know. Probably. The European Truck Simulator covers a lot of territory, though. It goes all the way to Russia. The American Truck Simulator isn't even half the states yet. Russia is bigger than the states. Alright, looks like we're getting places. By the way, guys, I made that trip last night. You didn't see the end of it. I did that whole drive, 70-hour drive, without a single ticket. Like, I have a ticket on this one already, but for that hauling cars, I didn't get any tickets at all. I was pretty impressed with myself there. That was quite an amazing long drive for no tickets. I think they want to ensure they don't forget details in each state. Yeah, I noticed there's like more scenic stuff in this in the American one. You know, for example, in when I was in Paris in Euro Truck, there was no Eiffel Tower. I looked around for it. But when I went to Seattle, they had like, you know, a special viewpoint where you could look at the, you know, the port there, the Seattle port. So, yeah, that was a long drive, that one. That took me a good 2 hours and something. Nagalot, thank you for liking. But yeah, it was kind of... Did I finish it yet? Yeah, I did that one, and then I bought some... I bought 2 trucks and a garage. So that's in my YouTube video. I put some of the management stuff in there because I thought, you know, somebody might be interested in that. You think it's more about the outskirts in Euro? You could see the towns and backgrounds, but that's it. Oh. But you know what? If they put Canada in here, man, it's gonna be the best game ever. That'd be awesome. You know, more video games need Canada. You know, like Detroit Become Human. You know where they're going for safety? Canada. Until Dawn? No. Yeah. I think it's called Until Dawn. That game's based in Canada. It's near Edmonton, Alberta. How did you finish it for the 30? I pulled in and got my money and said excellent. Oh, my guy's tired. We'll have to find a sleeping spot here. Let's see what's nearby. One right there, so we'll be okay. Denver Broncos Stadium, nice. Yeah, Colorado's the newest DLC right now for American Truck. It has a different look to the roads, though. They've done a good job, I think, of distinguishing the games, you know. But if they put Canada in, man, and you're driving through Quebec and there's multilingual signs and stuff like that, I think that would be the bee's knees. Or, you know, you go to British Columbia and see some of the nice sights and go to the ferry, on the ferry to Vancouver Island or something. If they put in potholes, I haven't seen any potholes. There's lots of those in Canada. Big damage to your truck, eh? Although if you go in the on that border, you get that vibration. You know how when you drive a shoulder? Holy cow, my gas went down really fast. Betsying, thank you for sharing, much appreciated. Plenty of those here in the States too. Canada gets it a lot because of the you know, the change in the weather, I think, is what does it. The moisture gets in. We'll park right out here. We don't care if we're lined up. Closest thing to Canada we would get is BC and Alberta for now. Yeah, I mean, those would be good choices. But, you know, it'd be kind of cool to see because Montreal and all that has different architecture. How do we get out of here? Can't see because it's E. You know, focus on the States first. Well, they got to get in Alaska. That's the thing, you know. Connect Alaska. Mexico has cool roads too. When I was in Mexico, man, there's army trucks all over the road. I went down to a resort down there, flew to Cancun, and then went to a resort, you know, an hour away from there, I guess. And then, you know, I never saw so many darn army trucks. They'll just do boats. Look at that, bus is busted. Actually, I don't know how much trucking happens out of Victoria, but lots of natural resources for Alberta and BC though, like at least on the interior. Hawaii could be fun. Imagine they add Hawaii, like these little areas you could go to and check out the scenery and all that. You want China maps? You never know, China could happen sometime. You can go all the way over. Do a big run from one side, you know, one side of Asia and go all the way to England for a run. It would take you like 4 hours or something in real life. In game, it'd be days and days and days. You could see, you think that Asia trucks them separately? You know, they could go all the way to Guam and then they get an American territory into Euro Truck Simulator. Hey, I wonder if they have American flags there. There's one senator in the States there. She mentioned something about Guam, and then they had sent some representatives from Guam to her office, bringing her some treats and stuff, and saying, "Hey, we're American." You know, sometimes the new senators don't remember that, I guess. Although it's kind of weird, like you think about how far away that is compared to, you know, the rest of American territories. I think that's mostly, I assume that's mostly because of military bases or something like that. In Canada, they keep talking about Turks and Caicos joining Canada. I don't know if that'll ever happen. That'd be pretty cool if it did, though. Be right back. Be right back. I want all the countries filled in. Serbia, Greece, Russia. Russia came too fast. You figure? I wonder if they look at, like, you know, where the people buying the product is, and then, you know, if that's a consideration in whether they fill that country in. Like, isn't this company that makes this game, they're in Europe somewhere, aren't they? Up, oh, it's Czech or somewhere around there. Mind you, you know, I don't know if these companies look that close at that stuff, because boy, oh boy, Civilization took forever to finally bring Canada in. If you ever play Civilization 6, it's finally a place. Wonder if they ever expected, you know, because there's quite a following to this game. I wonder if they ever expected it to kind of get such a following, you know? Yod, thank you for sharing. Best thing, thank you for sharing earlier as well. The, I guess, you know, there's that niche market though. I was looking at Car Mechanic Simulator. I didn't realize that thing's been around as long as it has. It's got lots of DLC too. I can bypass the wait station. Nice. Did you do anything to get on the Euro or American truck lists, or do you think it's part of Level Up program? Am I on the list? I don't. I didn't even know if I was on the list, to be honest. I'm a Facebook partner, and sometimes the lists, I don't know, some people have pointed out that, you know, I wasn't on the list for the game, so I don't know if it's related to partnership or anything like that. Like, you're talking about the game when you go to the game page, I'm assuming? But yeah, no, I don't know. Half the time I don't notice if I'm on there. They say the majority of traffic comes from feeds though. Might be just talking about something totally different than you, but I assume that's what you meant. You'll keep on grinding. Is that the list you're talking about though? Like, you're talking about when you go to, like, you know, the game page or something on Facebook? I don't actually know what and how people wind up anywhere, to be honest. I know the feature, like if you go to the fb.gg, the feature there is related to streams. It's custom for every person. It's custom for every person, so if like you've watched streams, it's kind of like what it thinks you might like, or if people you've watched before. So you know, those things aren't tied to any central thing or whatever. Hear us Canadians talk about anything together. But yeah, I don't know. I always kind of wondered though, you know, like if you go to, you know, that fb.gg and you go look up the game, I always wondered how you wind up on that on those lists. Because I never been known to see anyone I know on them directly, you know. Well, not that I know people directly, but I mean some of the other people. Sometimes you notice somebody streaming a game and they're not listed there, even though there's like sometimes that list is kind of short. All right, let's go. We're getting places. 367 kilometers to go. I'd put it on miles, but I would confuse myself. Funny, I can think of an 8-ounce drink or something like that, but you know, comes to gallons and miles, I get kind of lost pretty quickly. I'm stressing for nothing. Whoa, look at this. They're past. I bought the Canadian accessories pack, but I never did figure out how to put those on. I'll have to go into a garage again and see if I can figure it out. Or not the Canadian accessories. I have the accessories pack, and I saw there were some Canadian ones in there, like a little air freshener. Yeah, as far as it goes for Facebook, I mean, majority of traffic goes from feeds anyway. So I don't know. I wouldn't worry about it too much. If you play something you enjoy, I think that's more important for your sanity than anything. And then hopefully, you know, you just, for streaming purposes, review your stuff and do what you can work on, I guess. Traffic jam in the city. Yeah, one thing they haven't got down in this simulator is, you know, that really super slow traffic you wind up running into sometimes. You know, I went to a football game in Seattle. I was going down for PAX and I got tickets to the football game. It was like super pouring on the highway. So the traffic was going like 5 kilometers an hour. And man, I showed up to that football game as fast as I could, and it was already halfway through the game, but when I got there. So, you know, I was expecting to be there hours before that. You bet that place is an awesome vibe. You know what they say about Seattle, the football there, is that it's loud. You know, the seventh man or whatever it's called. It is loud. It's super loud in there. Kind of disappointed we missed half the game, but it was still, you still got the ambiance and that. I'd like to go to a football game again sometime. I was going to PAX, and then I went to you know, I saw there's a football game the night before, and I figured since I was going to be there, I might as well catch it because I never had been to an NFL game before. PAX is pretty cool too. PAX Prime, 70,000 people. Oh, there's lines like crazy. But it was kind of neat experience. You know, assuming the things go back to normal and all that. I mean, I'd recommend going to PAX at least once in your life, just to experience it. But be prepared for lineups. Still complaining about the condition of my vehicle. Oh yay. I got a picture with Will Wheaton, and then Paul from Paul and Storm jumped in and photobombed it. So Will Wheaton took another picture of me and him giving Paul from Paul and Storm the finger. Funny, Seattle games have more Toronto fans when they're sometimes go Blue Jays. It was very blue, the crowd. You wouldn't know whose place you were in there, except for all the music they had. What was that guy's name? King Felix. They're giving out King Felix towels and, you know, playing all the music for King Felix and making it a big deal. I don't think he's on the Mariners anymore, but the you know, they're making it exciting for the Seattle fans. It'll be interesting. Next year they'll have a hockey team. The Kraken. That guy dropped off the baseball world fast, no, did he? I think that's the thing of the pitcher's way of the life of the pitcher, you know? I saw a commercial with Roberto Alomar in it not too long ago. Oh, get out of this guy's way. Oh, he didn't merge. I've been slammed into when they merge, you know. Yeah, it was pretty cool watching the Blue Jays in Seattle. I went to StubHub, got seats. My mom really wanted to see a in-person game. She had never been to MLB game before. She was a big baseball fan, watching on TV, you know, and we wanted good seats, so we got some right behind the diamond seats. for one game. That was pretty awesome though. That was so close. And another one that was kind of in line right by the dugout, across from the third base. Another one that was kind of in between, I guess, in between home and third. And I'd say definitely those ones behind the dugout though, or not behind the dugout, behind the diamond seats. So you're right behind the batter, you know. Those are really awesome seats. Prefer high seats. Yeah, I don't know, we just kind of picked lower, I guess. But they all have their differences. Yeah, you couldn't see the outfield is quite as good from there, but you know, you're like looking, you could see a lot of detail though of what was going on from there. One day that there's some people that kept standing up in front. That was kind of annoying, but I had never been to an MLB game either. I just kind of guessed what might be good, you know. They're a pretty decent price too, considering. Although, you know, I'm probably thinking of Vancouver Canucks hockey tickets as a comparison price, and those are brutal. You know, if you want to spend a lot of money, go get hockey tickets to the Canucks or the Maple Leafs. You could literally, at the time, I looked, you could literally go to Phoenix, fly to Phoenix, get a baseball or get a hockey game in, 4 seats, 4 shirts, 4 hot dogs and pops for cheaper, including the flight, and going to the Canucks. Good afternoon, Yod. Did you ever go to a Vancouver Canadians? No, I haven't. The only baseball I've been to so far is the Blue Jays in Seattle. I've been to technically half of an NFL game. Where I gotta go? Been to a few hockey games though. I like going to the Kings. So I've seen the Kings in Edmonton a couple times. I've seen the Kings in Vancouver now. And one time they had a Hockeyville that was at a small town. I drove a couple hours to go to the small town to get entered into the draw, and I won free tickets from their draw to see Edmonton play against LA there. So I drove a couple hours to go get in this lineup to go and watch. Do I watch CFL? Not really. Just you know, I get to see them practice a couple times, but that's about it. Raymundo, thank you for following, much appreciated. Yeah, I'm not very knowledgeable in football or soccer. I'd like to see soccer live though sometime. Although it was pretty exciting to see Seattle. It was against the Raiders. The one I went to live. And that was the year they won. It was just an exhibition. But later in that year they won. The Seahawks won there against in the finals or whatever. You hope I enjoy the company. Of course. But, yeah, no, it's kind of cool. You know, you get to recognize some of the guys like Richard Sherman at the time. And I think that's his name. And, the Beast Mode. You know, that's when those guys were all like, that year they were pretty awesome. I think they did pretty good after that too, but then they traded everybody off. It was kind of weird though, you'd think. Marshawn Lynch, yeah. Yeah, he was pretty awesome to watch. This is just a shirt I got. It says Beast Mode on it. Somebody made it, I think. I don't think it's official merch. I think we're almost there. 5 kilometers. Going down into the bush here. Well, at least we know the force feedback on the wheel works, eh? Yeah, you know, Marshawn Lynch was doing that. I'm just here because I want to get paid. The answer to the question every time. There is a football league called FCL Fan Controlled Football. Marshawn Lynch is an owner. Oh, really? All right, we're going to Deep Grove Forest Products. Where do we want it? Over there. Okay, I guess we can try it. Use the same technique. Holy crap, look at that thing. Oh, it's backwards. Darn it. Noisy area, eh? Holy crap. Let's see. And turn this whole thing around, eh? Chris Roger, thank you for liking, Chris. Oops. Oops. Hit the vehicle. Hey, can I go up there? Maybe that might be easier. Is that a hill? That's a hill, I think. Okay. Maybe we'll turn this way. I've never had to back into this kind of thing before. Alright, can we do it? Probably too close to the other guy. We did it. Phew! Excellent! Can't believe I ever even got in there. Look at that, we're level 18 now. Or no, level 17 now. Man. What do they want there now, eh? 38 bucks. We're to Idaho. It's right here. We just have to go grab it. Have to jump into a garage at some point. Like everybody's amazed that I was able to even back that thing in, eh? Back every vehicle on the way in. Yeah, I'm getting better at the backing up. I'm not great at it, but I feel I'm improving a little bit. Man, this road's bumpy. They're like, hey, what can we do to get people's force feedback going? Oh crap. You can see that white car. They must have rented this thing here so that they could do some stuff. Log harvester. Now that they got the log harvester done, they got some thing with that new equipment I brought in all the way from LA. You know, yellow school buses is a very North American thing from what I was reading. When I was looking for a good thing for my question. They're saying that it's an America thing, but there is yellow school buses in Canada too. But I guess it might not be a thing past North America. I don't know. But you know, kind of interesting. Yeah, for you guys that are new here, this is it's not my usual time. Normally I'd be at work in the afternoon here, but I got the week off. I was just relaxing, kicking back. Thought I'd compare American Truck Simulator, because I've normally been playing the Euro Truck Simulator. And I hadn't played American Truck in a while, so I thought I'd see what it was like before Iberia map. Just woke up. Nice. But yeah, this is not my normal time. I'll play this for a couple hours here. And then I'll break for my dinner and relax for a bit, and then I'll come back and do my normal time. And we'll get a good comparison between American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator. Gotta find a garage here. My truck's tires are yellow or orange. Not as high level here, Kobe. Like level 16 or 17. Don't have any crew yet. The lights are actually easier to read in American Truck Simulator for me, because I often wind up passing the light and then I have to either back up a little bit or adjust my camera for the light in Europe because they don't have them seemingly in the same position. Not also good graphics? Are you saying that American is better graphics or Europe is better? Because they both got the update. To me, the graphics look pretty similar. Although some of the lines there look quite a little bit different, I guess, but... be mindful, we got to get a sleep here in. Europe is better. It's more improvised. Yeah, I guess it's been around longer, so I guess maybe they've tweaked it more, but I'm sure that it's the same company. I'm sure that the engine and everything is going to be all very similar assets and stuff like that. Or more polished, do you figure? Yeah, I don't know. To me, it looks very, very similar. You know, they would have made Euro Truck first, and then, figured out some stuff, and added some DLC and figured out more stuff, and then they made American Truck, and then they would have figured out, implemented some of those things they figured out. And then probably figured out some stuff with American and then implemented that into the next Euro. So, sure, the development is similar. I mean, it's the same company, so I can't imagine it'd be that much difference, Even if you think of like the Forza series, how like Forza Horizon is a different company than Forza Motorsport. Those guys share some assets and kind of improve each other games. I think these guys would even share more between teams. Because it's still under the same banner, right? Although it seems like the Forza series, they share a lot, though. Although Forza Motorsport is definitely a different series than Horizon. Super more entertaining than Euro Truck Simulator. I gotta try the American and see what it's like, though. Gotta take a bath and eat breakfast. Yeah, I'll be on my regular time. I'll just play this for a while, take a break for a while, and then I'll come back. One thing I really noticed right away, though, is I had the controls quite a bit different on American for some reason. Like the wheel, the wheels really had to overturn. So I was oversteering. I had to adjust it. I think it's pretty close now, though. Oh my guy's yawning. Although one thing on American truck is the most obvious thing to me is the traffic circles, man. Euro Truck Simulator has a lot of traffic circles. It's like a lot, man. Crazy amounts of traffic circles. They love them traffic circles, don't they? Welcome back. Where's the sleepy spots here, guys? I'm coming up. What's this thing? Is there a garage in this area? What's that symbol mean? Huh. Recruitment agency, maybe? Alright, well, it looks like we could sleep there. Although that might be a garage. I don't know if I have to own it. If I can't, there's a sleeping spot there. Hey, it's Ben! You guys! You know why I'm excited. But Bend is where the last Blockbuster is. Bend, Oregon. That's the last Blockbuster. If you watch that last Blockbuster show, that's the city. Bend, Oregon. I don't know why I was very excited about that. It's because I just watched the last Blockbuster the other day, and I actually recognized the city name. But you guys, we're gonna go see where the last Blockbuster is. The city. The Alaska ones are gone, so this is it. If you haven't watched the last Blockbuster, it's on Netflix. Only an hour and a half long. It's kind of interesting, actually. I should buy a garage in Bend one day. Then I could rent movies without using digital. Actually, I'm okay with using digital. But you know, I do remember hanging out in Blockbuster a lot. I used to go there for buying Xbox 360 games, like used games and used movies, because the movies are cheaper there than buying them new. You know, they weren't very reasonably priced back then. Alright, you guys, do you see the Blockbuster? Everyone's like, what the crap? What are you talking about? Can I sleep there if I don't own it? Truck headquarters? I don't know if I can sleep there, but oh, I think we have to buy it. Well, we'll buy it then, I guess. That would be a fake name, though? There we go. We got a truck headquarters in Bend. They're just unhook. Just park it halfway on the highway. They won't mind. Then I could sleep. There we go, guys. That's awesome. Can I switch to drone view, man? No drone view. What the? I could really use drone view. You know how to switch cameras without I can't hook that on up. There, we can attach it now. Awkward, but you know. There, now I can get the view. I just couldn't pull it into that view for some reason when I was in the garage area. It'd be easier just to drive it in and around, I guess. You Good enough, dudes. Oh, come on, guys. Give me some space. Now we just gotta find somewhere to repair eventually. Yeah, when I was pressing 3, which is normally the aerial view, which was not cooperating. We'll pretend that one there is Blockbuster. I guess because I was inside a building or something and just didn't want to switch. Alright, guys. We're on our way, though. End of the trip, maybe I'll see if I can buy or recruit a driver. Oh crap. There we go. We're on the way. Nice safe turn there in front of a semi-truck. Am I a fan of wrestling? I haven't watched wrestling in a while. I used to be more into it back in the early WrestleMania days when, you know, you had like Bret the Hitman Hart and Mr. Perfect and guys like that active. Well, Mr. Perfect, he's dead now, I think. He died. And Bret the Hitman, he's still around, but he's up there now. He's like 70 or something, I think. I remember watching The Undertaker beat Hogan. Randy, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. We better stop. Don't want a ticket. Do a little bonus comparison so we can see what American Truck is compared to Euro Truck. I think I have all the graphics turned up. We should check. I don't know what scaling is. Texture quality, should that be higher? Don't you mess up something, eh? We survived, so that's okay. Whether that made any difference, no idea. I reload, I guess. The lines are a little blinky, eh? I feel like my lights are on. Holy crap. Enough lights or what? This Bend place is pretty big, actually. Or maybe we just found every light in town. Alright guys, we're getting places. Pretty nice day, it looks like, here in Oregon, or I don't know if we changed states already. We got the log harvester. We're good for a while for resting. Guess that guy was gonna pass and then he saw there's oncoming traffic. Then they did spot a garage though. Gotta be a garage somewhere here, eh? Yeah, William, are you a big wrestling fan? Who's your favorite wrestler of all time? I used to play, there was this game way back, but it was play-by-mail wrestling. So you had like all these moves that were certain values or whatever, and then you had to pick your move set for the next cycle. And you know, each cycle the values would change a bit, and you had to predict which ones would be the highest values. And basically, you choose who you pay $1 and choose who you're going to wrestle against out of these people. It's a little pamphlet they gave you, and you picked who you're going to go against. You could comment. You could send in comments. They print the comments for free. And then basically you got a pin if it was you won 5 in a row, like 5 moves in a row, like, you know, you pick what order you put your moves in, or if it came down to the end, you know, whoever had the most value, that kind of stuff. And we had you know, me and a few buddies, we had our little wrestling team, and we, you know, we put on spreadsheets and like on an Excel sheet to try to figure out the patterns and stuff like that, and we did okay. And then of course you try to mouth off the competition, so so that, you know, they challenge you, and then you'd have, you know, you wouldn't have to pay $1 to, you know, and you get an extra battle out of it, right? And so I had 2 characters. One was named Lightning Rod, and he was very much and you could send drawings in too, right? So we had drawings of our characters. So we had my guy was Lightning Rod. He was the leader of my team called the Mortal Squad, and he was kind of like a Bret Hart kind of character. His move was the Electrocution Execution as his finisher, and you know, that was basically he'd jump up, grab the guy by the neck with his feet, and then flip down, and the guy would land on his head was the concept of the move. Oh, I can get repairs here. Maybe I can jump in and get my car repaired. And then my other character was called Canada's Hero. Oh crap, running over something. Canada's Hero Jacques Petit. And, you know, so there's a guy with the Star Spangled Trooper. You know, he had a battle with Jacques Petit for a bit. And then after a while, we became tag partners. You know, because everybody would play it to the way wrestling would be. And it was pretty fun, actually. You had to wait like a month for your result, but... Coin insurance? What's that? Didn't know I had insurance. But yeah, it was something to do, you know, figuring it out, and you'd have rivalries. And then my buddy, he was a big Undertaker fan, so his guy was named Moses Kane or something like that. And yeah, I don't know. There's no. I have the accessories pack. Get some tools, a power inverter. Laundry basket. We'll get some Coca-Cola. Get a coffee cup. For this, when you buy the spots. Oh. Oh, then you get more stuff, eh? The bobblehead? What is? I don't know if I like that. Air freshener. You better put like an expense report there. Put down there. Dust. Look at that. Hey, there's a goalie mask. I'm gonna go for that. Oh. You need a bed? Oh, like after the sleeper? You got a day cab. I don't want to spend 27,000 on that. Oh. $505 horsepower. I'm not very good for normal cargo, eh? Good for heavy cargo. Any cool colors? Eh. We'll get more fancy with the final truck, you know. We better get on the road with our stuff, though. We don't want to be late. But, you know, it's pretty cool that I get the accessories pack in use here. This is the way out. You know what the scaling is? Oh yeah, you sent me a message. I didn't even look at my messages. I think you sent me a message yesterday or something. Pretty on top of things, you know? I always forget to look. Like somebody messaged me a month ago, you know? What's going on over there? Oh crap. Yeah, that's there on my wipers. Oh, we're okay. So we'll pass inspections now. I think our lights are off though, because the brights aren't on. See? The bright thing. Turn my brights on, tells me if my lights are on. I find American truck is just as fun as Euro truck though. They both seem pretty fun. But you know, I find most games fun, to be honest. I don't know if there's too many games I can name I didn't find something appealing in them. Leisure Suit Larry box office bust was kind of fun for a bit. Even, but that game was kind of bad. You know, in the end, it was, you know, the hook wasn't good on it. The earlier Leisure Suit Larrys were way better than that one. I played Leisure Suit Larry box office bust. I even have a solution for some how to get to some achievement on my YouTube from like 8 years ago, 10 years ago. Canadian. We Americans are so much better. Oh, really? There's different things that are good about our countries, I think. We gotta go this side for the inspection, eh? There we go. Thank you for your cooperation. But welcome, Faso. I hope you're having a good day. A good day, eh? The truck is awesome though. We got that maple leaf up there now. Kelly, thank you for following. Much appreciated. And Bobby earlier, thank you so much. What are all these rocks doing here, man? There's a museum. Kind of cool. There's a sign that's a BC there. That was cool. I like that. Oh, I guess my cruise, because of the repair, must have got turned off. You know, it's amazing how much air conditioner Maple Leaf cost in the States, eh? $100 for that thing? Oh. Let's slow down, take her easy here. William, thank you for liking. Much appreciated. I don't know if I had any logic behind choosing Mack trucks. I'm not sure if one truck is better than another. Currently driving a Volvo in American. Oh, nice. That's one thing that's in both games I noticed is Volvo's in that one, in Euro too. What do we got here? We got stars for Star! What's up? You bunch of cuties. Thank you so much for the stars. Oh, don't hit this bus. That would be uncool. Well, it had stars on the front of it. There we go. We are rolling through the States, and then when I play Euro Truck later, we'll have a really good idea what the differences are between games. You're a cutie more. The I don't know. I think they're pretty interchangeable, to be honest, as far as I think it just depends where you want to drive. And if you like traffic circles. If you're like really anti-traffic circle, then American truck driver is probably the better choice. If you're very pro-traffic circle, then Euro. Although I don't know what scaling is. Do you know what the scaling is, guys? In the graphics section, what's that do? Oh, don't hit the bus. There's a really old pickup. More stars for Star! Thank you so much. Can you drive Canadian highways? Technically, if you get the mods, I think you can. Because there's like pro mods or whatever they're called in multiplayer. They have British Columbia. Because I saw somebody driving there. But that's not official. That's just, you know, like the official games cover. I'll show you actually. So right now, here's the map that's covered. So just this area is the current maps, and then they're adding Texas soon, and was it Idaho or something like that? I don't know. One of those other states here. I think this is Montana, right? This is Washington here. But I don't know, is it this state they're adding? I don't know. And Texas? Oh, Wyoming's next. Oh, Idaho's already in it, right? I don't really know my states that well, to be honest. Granted, you know, there's not too many Americans that know all the provinces, so just one of those things. But yeah, Texas and Wyoming. The only lower BC. Yeah, it looked like it was kind of like that pro mod from what the guy showed me. It was kind of like this area right here. But here's the current map anyway. Yellow is where I've driven. So they got a lot they can add. It'll be interesting when they start getting over this side, New York and stuff. I think would be kind of cool. Texas is 2022. Holy crap! I thought Texas would be closer from how they're advertising it. It'll be years before Canada gets in there officially. Unless like Ryan Reynolds buys the company or something like that. Then we might stand a chance. Aviation Gin. I want San Jose. Like Baja, California, I believe. Is that state? Oh, really? Isn't San Jose in California, though? I mean, it's all... They have California already. And Sharks. I guess we go faster than 59. We got our little thing. I wonder if that's accurate, what direction we're going. Got a little bobblehead. We got our little maple leaf now. Come on, let's speed up. Doesn't want to speed up. All right. Ontario. This is a busy road where we're going up to here. Not busy anymore. Let's go to Ontario. That's one thing I found when I drive through the States. You see a lot of American flags. Like even in the Washington area, there's American flags everywhere. Where I've been at least. You see some people fly Canadian flags around here, but not nearly as many. I don't know what the difference between why a truck would be able to handle heavier loads better, but not lighter loads. You'd think it'd be all kind of the same, you know? Alberto, thank you for following. Much appreciated. I should have made my base in Ontario. Or Vancouver, Washington. San Jose isn't on the map? Oh, okay. You think that place would be big enough? I guess that's the disadvantage of being some of the first states versus some of the later states. Because there'd probably be more details in the later ones, you know? Although they're missing... Oh crap, speeding violation. They're missing some of the bigger ones, or some of the cities too. In some of the other Euro places too, like Germany has a lot of cities that aren't in it. Alexander, thank you for liking. I think we got a cloud. What's the cloud? We'll be going right eventually. One's going the right lane, I guess. Wi-Fi. Isn't that like a standard feature pretty much now for a hotel? I mean, what hotels don't have Wi-Fi now? This city is Ontario. This is where I'm at right now. Or if you... So we're in... making our way over to... There's the details of our trip. Log harvester. To Pocatello. Welcome to Idaho. Isn't Idaho the last? No, it's Colorado's the last DLC. Holy crap, this speed limit here is 113. .338 kilometers to go. All right. So we're going through Idaho, I guess. This fine road here. Boise, next 3 exits there, guys. Got that speed so we don't get a ticket. The water park there on the right. Be fun to go to a water park right about now, eh? Pretty warm in the old Idaho area here. You would speed it up a bit, eh? 105. Looks like these trucks go a little bit harder than the Euro trucks. The Euro trucks, I can't get past 90. Oh, we can go even faster now. That didn't set, did it? Right, 284 kilometers to go. Oh. Sun Valley, Duck Valley, lots of valleys. You guys in a hurry. Gotta get going, man. Look at that. USBB. I wonder if this car is uncomfortable with me driving right behind him the whole time. I'm like getting up on him. Well, we're gonna be turning off. Where are we? Oh, I misread that. Oh well. $198 to go. Twin Falls, Sun Valley, 1 kilometer. 1 mile, I guess. Right. Holy crap, man, this thing uses the gas fast. I didn't even realize my gas was that low. I just gassed up not too long ago. Alright, next gas station, I guess we're in. Dance for Pedro. Is that a reference to that movie? Was that Napoleon Dynamite? That's what the movie was. You think there'd be a gas station soon, eh? Alright, well, we'll take our chances, I guess. Oh, weird flag spike there. Is that a gas station? Just a rest stop. Crap, that's the next gas station way up there. We're running on fumes, man. Inslee, thank you for following. Muchly appreciated. Guess the American trucks aren't as fuel efficient or something, because I wasn't expecting to run out of gas that quickly. Or maybe this truck has a smaller tank or something, I don't know. Getting close to our destination, but let's gas up. How do you get into this? I guess you don't. All right, we'll go gas up after we drop this off. Right up here. All right, good. Whoops. I can't just pull in from the behind on that, can I? Crap. I'm gonna scrape them. Well, I guess we couldn't have got in from the back there because it's blocked off there. Excellent! Gotta go gas up. Oh, don't park there. I know where the sign. Alright guys, we're almost there to parking and gassing. We will be not running out of gas today. Alright. We'll rest. Then we'll check the jog market. Can do solvents. Harvester down to Nevada. That's the place we were just at, probably, eh? Go grab that. Buddy, thank you for following. Much appreciated. Oh, the car's all of a sudden, eh? Ah. Alright. Oh, that's farther away than I thought. It's 22 kilometers. I thought it was that one right by me. I'm all over the place while I turn, eh? Nope, a little bit. Cut a little early there. Holy man. Not much of a road, I guess. We need to add these ones here, eh? Look like a big blank spot. Is it on the back side of the building, I guess? Holy crap. Here it is, I think. It's big. Good thing I'm a heavy hauler. Perfect. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna go eat my dinner. Thank you for being here. If you haven't followed yet, please do so. It would be appreciated. I'll be back in a couple hours. You know, been playing that Euro Truck Simulator. I want to get a comparison, so I'll probably jump to Euro after dinner, and then we can compare. See how it looked compared to what I was playing just now, and you know, it'd be kind of fun. Probably change back and forth between them here and there anyway. But you know, as far as it goes, we're building an empire in both. So so that'll be exciting. And you know, hopefully you guys join me later. If you haven't clicked follow, please do so. It'd be appreciated. If you you're watching this video after the fact, hitting like and share helps a lot still. If you want to know the poll results, it looks like 38% of the votes chose Hollywood, 23% each for hot dogs, and 23% for technology innovation, and 15% for baseball. Enjoy my supper. Well, thank you. And then basically what we'll do though is we'll compare after. I'll be back in a couple hours and we will compare to see how the Euro Truck compares after getting a little bit used to playing this again today. Where am I? I am heading towards Nevada from Idaho. Was it? Yeah, Idaho. I'm in Pocatello, Idaho. I'm gonna head towards Nevada next time I play it. And also, guys, if you want to check out my YouTube and TikTok and all that stuff, links are in the video description. Feel free to check those out. And thank you for following Barbara. Much appreciated. And I do stream at 7 o'clock normally Pacific time. This was a bonus early stream because I wasn't working today. So if you want to pop in again in a couple hours, we'd be happy to see you.